Let me do this again. Okay, I didn't have to record. Okay, my name is Stephen Tyrone Cuffey. I'm one of the ambassadors of goodwill for TBC, and it's an honor to have that title. But I believe not so much of what the title is, as much more what actually what my position is and what do I do. Okay. Now, I want to also one of the voices of TBC and one of the now one of the many admin of TBC. Now, one reason I did this long leadership meeting yesterday, we had a lot of discussion from several of our panelists, and we also gave a great training on leadership, something that I pulled and that I did some research on that was very good. And I know that our creator admin have a lot of these qualities. And I hope that if anyone would like to see that again, just go to my YouTube channel on Stephen Cuffey, you will actually see that. Okay. Now, today, folks, we're going to talk about humanity. Humanity. Okay. Now, that is a concept and also a great thing that our TBC is all a part of. Okay. Improving humanity by getting rid of poverty. Correct. That's our mission. But our goal is to get to 1 billion members. Now, I'm going to share my screen, and first thing we're going to do, we're going to see the definition, what Google says humanity is, okay? So let me share my screen. Let me see here. Hold on, let me do this first. Hold on just a minute. What happened to my, hold on a minute, just a minute, hold on a minute. Oh, there it is. Okay, all right. Let's see here. Okay, let's do this again. Let's try to share our screen again and see what happens here. Okay, here we go. What you see here under the dictionary, under Google, is humanity. And number one, it says the human race, human beings collectively. Okay? All right. Okay, now, what I'm going to do now is show you an older blog post of our public blog, because that's still visible and it has some great blogs there, folks. You know, we had our TBC blog on the public scene for most of our time since TBC was created. But now we know we have it in our KCBO, our Criminal Cash back office, under the private blog now. But this is something that I'm going to go over, and I'm going to have some hope bring some people on with some discussion. Now, I want y'all to be thinking as I'm reading this, okay? I want you to be thinking as I'm reading this, all right? Okay, this one is titled, Why a One World Government, New World Order is a Very Bad Idea for Humanity. Okay? And it has this picture here, okay? And I'm going to go on here. It says, the year is 2019. Again, this is an older blog. And actually, the date on this one is February 16th, February 6th, 2019, a little over a year ago. Okay? But it's still, we're showing evidence of this already around the world under what's going on right now. Okay, so listen, you see, admin, this shows evidence of what admin was trying to school us about back last year. That's why I always say, become a student of the blog, because you would have known this was going to happen, what we're going through right now. Okay, the year 2019. And we stand at the cusp of great change globally. The financial system known by the previous 5 generations is in its final stages of total collapse. Upon its final breath, humanity could be facing its darkest hour. Some have worked vigorously toward a global financial reset to provide a soft landing within the transition from the completely fiat-based system back to a gold-backed system. Okay? Within the brief, it says, within this brief window of change comes the opportunity for the ruling class elite to firmly establish their new world order of a one world government. This is a warning to all of humanity. The elite must fail now. Now it says the elite must fail now to set up a one world government, because if they succeed, it would be the end of freedom. Now, we know right now we're lacking freedom, right? Because a lot of people are in their homes worldwide. Okay? Let's go on. It says most of humanity today has a reasonably amount of freedom, yet the fiat system has enslaved humanity to debt. Debt in large part that we're not incurred by the individuals. All of the governments have created vast debts over the last 100 years, and their citizens are expected to carry those debts. So while most of us are free to choose our professions, free to raise a family as we see fit, and free to travel to a certain degree, the burden of these debts weigh down on us and have a very negative impact on our lives. These debts could be excused. It says these debts could be the excuse used by the elite to start a global war when the plug is pulled on the entire banking system. What would the people do when all of the banks are closed? How will companies be able to operate without access to the bank? What happens when paper money suddenly becomes worthless? How long can humanity sustain itself in such a dark time? The elite have planned this scenario for a very long time, and they have planned to introduce a one world government as a solution. How would a one world government impact the freedoms you enjoy today? The short answer is that question, and what ultimately it would completely destroy your freedom as we know it. It would lead to every aspect of your life being controlled by government, a government that puts its own interests above the rights of the individual. Total slavery. Why? Why would a one world government lead to total slavery? The answer is because of nature. The nature of government is force. Governments are run by men, people. So what is the nature of man? Many things have changed over thousands of years, but the nature of man has remained the same. When it comes to man, power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. The sums, it says that sums up the nature of man. And it goes on to say the few that rule the world today do so in the shadows and therefore don't have complete and absolute power and control. They have great influence, but that is it. Power is broken and divided between many nations and peoples. There are ongoing conflict between these nations as they struggle for greater power in the world. This is necessary. It says this is necessary friction that allows freedom to survive. Now, I want y'all to be thinking as I'm reading this, okay? The more friction there is, the more freedom exists. Power struggles are very important. The one world government, and you know it say this word a lot, one world government. A one world government will be the end of the power struggle. We the people it says, we the people outnumber the few ruling class elite by at least 1,000,000 to 1. I'm going to say that again. We the people outnumber a few ruling class elite by at least 1,000,000 to 1. We do have the power to overcome the elite and their evil plans. Almost 250 years ago, a new kind of freedom was born, when the American colonists declared their independence over the kingdom of Great Britain. And I remember back in school reading about this right here. These colonists won the Revolutionary War, and it set up a republic under a constitution. The Constitution separates the powers of government into 3 branches, which allow friction to occur between these. Between these separate branches as each seek greater power over the others. Before this kind of government was formed, most governments had total power over its people and ruled with an iron fist. Before this kind of government was formed, most governments had, consider the known history of the last 5,000 years. It says, why has there been more technological advancement and progress for mankind in the last 200 years over the last previous 5,000 years? Simple. Freedom. Freedom has allowed mankind to advance in ways that were inconceivable. It says in ways that were inconceivable before. When government is busy fighting with itself, it allows people to enjoy freedom. Constitutional type governments have spread all over the world ever since the American Revolutionary War, and the result has been greater freedom. This is a much better world to live in today compared to 200 years ago and before, and that is so true. And the last paragraph goes like this. A one world government will quickly return humanity to live under an iron fist of tyranny. Freedom would disappear from earth. We all must resist the deception that's coming. It says, let me read this again. It says, we all must resist the deception that is coming, that a one world government will solve all the problems we face today. Yes, the current financial system is collapsing. And we see it right before our eyes, don't we? And there are no guarantees that the global reset will result in a smooth landing for us in this transition. TBC offers an alternative. And we know it's also a solution, don't we? The faster we build to 1 billion members, the better. Because the world is changing fast. Now, I'm going to read this last sentence. See, I've seen this many times, folks. It says, an educated billion people. I'm going to say that again. An educated billion people working together to spread the message about the truth of abundance of earth with a currency of its own is a real solution. A solution that spread lead to even greater freedom. Now, folks, this talked about New World Order in the beginning, talked about one world government. We talked about humanity. We talked about freedom. We talked the American Revolutionary War. We talked about several things here in this blog post. This blog post was written by our admin that we hear every day in our training. Now, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and we're going to hear from some of our people here today. Okay? Okay, we're going to let me just see if my wife is here. How you doing there, Merlin? You there, honey? Merlin, you're there? Maybe maybe the rest of the family is watching, but she maybe can't watch. So let's go to we got right many people here and men and women here. Let's go with let's go with Little Wayne. That's in the Philippines. How you doing there, sister? How you doing there?
We're doing good despite the lockdown. Right? Yes, brother. Good morning to all of you there.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice that I come across with your discussion tonight, and it's really very interesting because this is what we really need to know. Every humanity must learn to understand that it is very important for all of us to protect our birthright, the freedom that we must all enjoy in this life, because our Creator had given us life for free, and nobody, not the elite force, has the authority to get this freedom from us.
That's correct. Correct. We know that TBC is our birthright. We know that TBC is an alternative and a solution to all what's been going on. And what's going on around the world right now is so important, because we all kind of locked in our homes. We don't have our freedom. Our freedom been just snatched from us so quickly. And that show you how powerful the government, or should I say, this person that created this thing is. But you're right about that. Right.
Yes, Brad.
Thank you so much, little one. Thank you so much. Let's go on to Mr. Tendy. I want to hear from my young brother, Mr. Tendy. How you doing there, brother Tendy?
Okay. Greetings to you all. I'm doing fine, brother Stephen Coffee. I'm fine. And well, it's a very good one. It's a very broad one also. And come on, this is like reading a scripture, because the scripture tells us things, and then we find it out that it remains as new as ever. And this blog post has been there for years, and reading it right now just says it all. It looks like it has been written today because of what is going on around the world right now. He's saying it all, because, come on, what is happening right now, no one in here or who will be listening to this later can really say that he or she doesn't really know that this wonderful article is in line and saying everything about what is going on around the world right now.
Yes.
Take a look at the lockdowns, okay? Now, Mom Liliway just talked about they are in lockdown right now. And that is of no difference. I'm speaking all the way from Nigeria, okay? And after all the two weeks they have been given, the 14 days they have been given of lockdown, they just now came together and with the name of Governors Forum, and they are adding 14 more days to these. That's like uplifting the whole thing. So it is not beneficial. There is no freedom this time. Our freedom is being snatched away from us, and most people are just sleeping. And take a look at the article. It talks about 1 billion people coming together in one voice, in unity, love, and respect, to stand against these things that we come up to oppress humanity. Okay? So this is to tell us what? We are yet to be there. So therefore, each and every one of us in the TBC community ought to step up. We need to push very hard, especially the year 2020, which our administrator has actually assigned to be our mass adoption year. So we don't need to take this like a joke or something, because he has already created avenues in which we are to make this possible. The tools have been made there for it to be possible. Now, we had some, just like we have our ambassador who is the host of this broadcast, okay? Our TBC ambassador of Goodwill, that's Mr. Stephen Tyrone Coffey, who himself and the second, which is Brother Mbe Derrick, okay? Which are our two ambassadors, have gone on the Goodwill ambassadors activities here in Nigeria in 3 different regions, okay? In order to help sanitize humanity, to help humanity to know that, yes, there is a community of good heart and good intentions for the world, okay, which is a great one. And these are what signs towards which we should inculcate, like we should help other people understand that we are here and we need each and every person out there to join us, because our mission is great, our mission is love, and our mission is respect. And we are not doing it for just ourselves. And the proof to that TBC stands for the world cares for the humanity is because, come on, the perfect example is by the role in which the two ambassadors played here in Nigeria in 3 different regions, which has to do with feeding people who are not even in our community, people who are not in the TBC community. So we are for the world, we are for humanity, because the article stressed upon what? Humanity, freedom, love, and respect. So let us know that if we do not join hands together to do this in unity at this very moment in time, this is the first trial they gave to us on this pandemic, because that's all I see. It's just a plan.
That's all it is.
The fear has been inflicted in people. People are in so much fear. And the worst thing here is that most people do not believe any other news they hear except the one they hear from the lies, which is the mainstream media. So that is what is actually killing us. That is what is actually affecting humanity negatively by the work of these elites. Because if you don't believe in the fact or truth, there is no way you can see the light. So therefore, if you believe in only the lies they feed to us, then you will not understand. Now, take a look at the news that the broadcast that Brother Spencer did. Brother Spencer did a very good short video today, which stressed upon what? They don't give out the news they go out to get on their own. All these news are being planned and written for them to only forecast. Now, is that the true work of a journalist? Is that the true work of a broadcaster? Admin does not tell us what to broadcast. Admin did not tell, okay, let me just make this practical. Please, our ambassador of Goodwill, did admin ask you to broadcast this topic?
No,
he did not.
Right, you're right.
He did not. He did not ask you to broadcast this topic. You saw the truth in it. You saw what is going on right now, and you decided to pick it as your topic. Because it is the truth. But in the world of the mainstream media, it's no longer like that. Back then, they make it stylized. They make it for them to go out and get some few news, which made us to be fooled and believe in what they dish out for us. But take a look at this. These people go out, they write it, and they give it for those who are to forecast, and they don't go out to know what is happening. They are only given to read it, and they get paid.
That's right.
So they broadcast what they are paid for. They don't broadcast because this is the truth they see. So people, let us open our eyes. This is high time we believe that what? Those people who are risking their life out there, making some YouTube videos, telling the truth, trying to expose the truth and expose the lies and give us the truth. Let us see to the value of how they risk their life to give us these facts and evidences they give to us, in which we share in the TBC Payday Rally Group. And let us just limit the way we see to the news from coming from the mainstream media. Because it is the risk that they are putting their life at risk to give us the truth, to expose the lies. But yet, most people pay no listening ears to them. Now we can see what the admin has written for a long time, for years. And today, it looks like it's just written yesterday.
I know. Isn't
So
this article look like it just was done yesterday, today? What? Isn't that crazy? Over a year ago, and this was predicted. The article is so related to what's going on right now. That's why I said what I did. It was very simple, folks. That's why you got to be a student of blog. All you got to do is take a subject matter that's very important to us in TBC, like humanity. And first, I put it in the private blog. And it just went on and talked about some things. It had a lot of videos. I wanted some subject matter I could talk about, not videos. So I went into the public blog and did it. And I searched for the right blog. There was a lot of videos, and I searched for this particular blog. And I said, I remember this one too. And as I read it, I said, wow, this is just like what's going on right now. You know?
Yeah, and this is like so encouraging. This is to give back energy to us because we are on the right path, because our leader is right. So we can be on the right path. Okay? Let us start beginning to believe in our mission. Let us at this moment put in more focus, more work, and more practical to our belief. This is a cause of right, and therefore I call upon each and every Tibetian out there, even those who are listening to this, those who will watch this later, they are not Tibetians. Let us come together as humans, because humans give power to everything that exists. So let us give power to this community, and let us give back the birthright to all of the humanity on earth to believe in the life of abundance. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, brother. I always love to hear you because you speak the truth. To the core, you speak the truth, brother. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go. I see a Michael Double Up. Michael Double Up, are you there, sir? Michael?
Yes. Yeah, good evening. Good evening. This is your brother, Dr. Michael Odunlade from GMC Global Resources
Oh,
Limited.
how you doing there, brother? How you doing, GMC?
I'm very well. I'm very well. Good evening, sir. How are you today?
I'm doing good. How you like this subject I'm talking about? We're talking about humanity today.
I am so much flabbergasted by the pure truth in this plain pattern. About a year ago, the visionaries not just crest out what is likely going to be, what is happening currently, but he gave us explicitly details of how it's going to take place. He has been saying this all along from the beginning of this TBC thing, that we have to come together and build ourselves against the forces that are coming. Now the force is here. The forces from the kingdom of darkness to make sure to destroy humanity is here. It seems like a joke, as if it's not going to happen. But gradually, like joke, like play, the entire world is on total lockdown. Do you know why? Because we consent into it. We give them room. Admin has been giving us warning. He has been clamoring. He has been urging us, please let us come to work together. Let's build a world of ordinary people that will make the world what God wants it to look like. The world of abundance, the world of surplus, the world of freedom. But to so many naive then and then, they're like, this man is just trying to publicize the blog. This man is just trying to refer people to the blog. This man is just trying to make ends meet. Then and then, in our seminar, I will pick up a blog. Every Wednesday, we have a seminar in my center, aside every other center. We will read it. We will pick up some points. We will deliberate on it. Then I will use whatever I want to use as scenario to teach them. Now, I don't know why many of us are surprised. Let me just open up a bit more to what is happening. Why I have so much confidence in admin and why I am following. Let me give you reason today. They say he who pays the piper dictates the tune. Yes or yes?
Say that again, that last part.
Okay, he who pays the piper dictates the tune. The,
Of course,
the,
of course.
the CDC, the Federal Reserve, central banks, Center of Disease Control, IMF, is it owned by government or owned by some private organization? What of CNN? What of Al Jazeera? What of BBC? Is private organization.
It's a private.
Now,
Yes.
if we have that as basic information, and you are sure every organization are out there to make fortune, to make profit, then that will give us why we should not trust whatever comes from their platform.
That's right.
Someone is paying them. Definitely, they will have to dance to the tune of who is paying, who is funding. Okay, look at I wrote an article. I said the demigod of Africa is Bill Gates. Why do I make it so? He goes everywhere he shoots and start giving them 1 billion for this, 1 billion for that. Now you want to give vaccine, you push it to the same Africa. The entire UN nation said they are not sure maybe there is any coronavirus in Africa. Okay, look at it. The vaccine, where is it going to first? Africa. Because they have to test what they want to do first on their guinea pig, on their laboratory, which is Africa. It's high time for us to do the needful. There is one musician that said, let us have the world of ordinary people living life the way God wants us to. When we have the world of ordinary people, extraordinary things will happen to me and you. Not until we have the word of ordinary people that believe in abundance, that believe in freedom for all, freedom for humanity, there will be no peace. And admin is giving us this task because it's beyond what one person can do. Of course, one person can initiate it, and he has done that. The ball is in our court. It is for us to save humanity. Michael Jackson said something when he was alive. He said, and so many episodes he had, of course, but one of his songs, when he brought so many great musicians together, he gave explicit rules how things can be done. Love of humanity is love of God. Love of nature is love of life. Now, if we can said, let's reduce the population of the world, I ask, is this man God? Is it that nobody can sue him? If I should pick up a gun and I shoot up, people are in front of me and I say I want to kill, what would the police charge me for? Attempted murder, right? The person that is making vaccine with organization, with international donor to kill humanity, what is that? Because nobody to fight them, they will keep on having their way. But when we can come together, when ordinary you, ordinary me, ordinary here, ordinary there, can come together to say no to this force of darkness, eventually the light will going to shine at the end of this curve. So sorry that I'm taking much of your time.
Oh no, no. I'm loving what I'm hearing. You're right on point about the things you're saying. Thanks for sharing it with us.
Thank you, sir. International Monetary Fund, person of Ligadi, the president of IMF said something. He said there is a demand, there is a cough, and there is demand for something, the stable coin. He said the trust is not in the likes of market-based cryptocurrency, the like of Bitcoin. Now, less than 2 months after that introduction, they turned the table around. They said they are making their cryptocurrency and they is stable coin, and they want to start against all stable coin. That is a blatant lie from the pit of hell. TBC is the savior to humanity for now. We have to push it. There is a Bible verse, I don't know the exact location. It said nobody will know if someone has not been sent to them. Nobody has been sent to us to deliver us. It is for us to carry the gospel preach it first from Jerusalem to Samaria and to the uttermost part of the world. When we do our parts, like you are doing your part now, like TBC Admin has done his part, and I want to do my part, and every other person want to do his part, eventually we will have the total freedom we yearn and pray for. God bless Nigeria, God bless Africa, God bless the world entirely, and God save us from all this pandemic, because there is nothing that will stand against the truth.
That's right.
Let us push this thing. God bless the entire community of TBC. Thank you so much for the privilege.
Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's go right. Let's see here. Let's see. Like some people don't have their audio on. Let's let this person. Let's see here. Adelida. Adelaida. Are you there? Hello? Just unmute yourself. I guess some people just like to come and hear us, or they maybe have some audio issues. Let's go to Mr. Simone of the Bangladesh community. Okay, there she. Okay, let's stop it. Hold on, Simone. Hello? That person got a lot of background noise, so let's go to Mr. Simone. Okay, Mr. Simone. We're talking about humanity today. Humanity, and you saw I just went over this article. So whatever you have to offer us, we just ready to receive it, brother.
Thank you, brother. Give me floor and fantastic. Some leader in here, and the Tindi brother, ma'am, Sister Cafe, Omren Cafe is in here. Michael Doble and Lot Billa and Marghi and Liwe Sarmiento. Thank you, guys, all of fantastic leader. We are the near very soon. We are the globally we are the success mission, because all of guys surrounding and the wake up call. All of guys is a very good job. Wake up call the TBC Pederelli. And today is our brother Stephen Caffey, Goodwill ambassador. He's a fantastic man. Every single day live broadcasting. Goodwill all over the world. The teach for every TBC leader, because our teach is important. We are learning our Christy Kingler, the admin TBC. He is teaching every single day, 2-3 hours. Is very important that we are the learning, and our systematic is a pyramid system. Is our community. Mass adoption team is a central bank. We are the pyramid, and the billion zone is our all international banking, and others is the employer. That is the pyramid system. This pyramid system is before 2016 is our admin say blog in the historical, and we are somebody else, and we are somebody learning this pyramid system is a paragraph, and very fantastic. We are the learning the before 2017, and everybody who is a new person, old person, and the leaders help us this paragraph. This is the very important, because this is paragraph you mindset up, and our community is a grow build, and we are the fight the elite. We are the fight the elite and the end of poverty, because after coming time, the rich cheap, the elite, the money cashless society, that doing the work every human being, but we are the fighting our the billion coin, the TBC is a bright right now. We are the focus. Very, very important. Please, please, every TBC guys, and the Tindi also broadcasting, good broadcasting. And I am also every single day broadcasting the focus. And please, guys, the focus is very important. Very, very important. Focus, the live broadcasting. Say, you and we are the community 3.6 million people. And we are the 1 million people every single day. The live broadcasting focus half an hour, not 1 hour, not 1 hour 50 minutes, just only 30 minutes. You are just focus and the something your lifestyle, your TBC details styles, TBC. What is the TBC? Why we are the TBC working the community? That is the focus. That's why we are the mission success and a human being, every people, new people, because every single day I am watching the Tindi brother watching. I'm also moderator, 28 moderator right now, 2 admin. TBC federally, more than people joining us, the 17,000 people, and there are the talk about discuss what is the TBC. I am a new person. I'm understanding the what is the TBC. That is the important. Your friends, family, all of wake up call, and that's why we are the growing the TBC community. And you are the co-admin. You are the co-admin because admin created the TBC community. TBC created the TBC the billion coin, but admin announced 111,111 member, all of active member, co-admin is you are the part of the admin. You are part of the admin, and so guys, the pyramid system is a very important, and we are the just little hardworking. Only 2 people join with us community, and the broadcasting, and your admin fee. 2 people joining, and your payment, your easily payment your free account your every month. And more than people you are success and the more earning bitcoin and mass adoption team is a very important. And the first May we are the first we are the eating the apple, and after coming time more people eating the apple rotatory system. That's it. Thank you guys and
Thank
all
you.
of support, and thank you Stephen Coffee brother, you are most welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Simone. I appreciate for that offer, the offer word, that incredible word you just gave us. That incredible word. Okay, folks. I'm gonna come to the end of my broadcast right now. I'd like to thank everyone for being here. All the people who may have gotten up, because I know it's very early over in the Philippines, and I think thank you so much for the Philippines people showing up today. People that's in other parts of Africa, thank you so much for showing up today. And so Pratam Kumar just showed up, but I'm gonna have to end right now because I don't want this to last to go over, like we did yesterday. So I want to thank you all for being here. So I'll see you all tomorrow for another broadcast, and thank you. So bye-bye, everybody, and thank you so much for all you offer today.